G'day folks, welcome back to Valheim. Blue here, hope you guys are doing well. As you can see, we are in our brand new kitchen space. We successfully expanded the bottom of this tower, and it's looking really nice actually on the outside and on the inside as well. Still a little bit more to go before we essentially say that the kitchen is done. And towards the end of the previous episode, I was sort of thinking out loud, if you will, all of the things that I wanted to do in this space. But I think the first thing that we need to address is probably the lighting. So we've got a couple of Verdure lanterns. I don't know if that's really going to be enough. We probably want a little bit more. And yeah, we should get to that. I was sort of thinking about whether or not I wanted to have a sleep immediately, but the real test of how much or how many Verdure lanterns you need is really at night, right? So this is probably not a bad thing for us to just have the Verdure lanterns be set up at this hour. Oh, okay, we've got too many things on us apparently, so I might need to let go of a few things. What do I need the iron for? I think I may have kept the iron just in case I needed to prop anything up, make the structure a little bit more secure. I'm gonna see if I can bring a couple more lanterns. Do I even have a couple more lanterns? I might not even have any additional lanterns than what we currently have, so 2 is the maximum that I'm going to be able to build initially. And with that being a problem, if we need more lanterns, we're gonna have to go out and try and fetch some. So I don't know if it's better to go to the Mistlands or to the Ashlands for that. Probably the Mistlands, to be honest. Although, from experience, I feel like the Ashlands, if you tried to attack the Verdures out there, they don't seem to have like mages and stuff with them, so they might actually be a little bit easier to deal with out there. Why am I not able to build these? Oh, we need a bit of copper as well. Forgot about that. Alright, let's fetch a little bit of copper. And I can probably let go of some of these additional chains that I've got with me. So we'll only need 2 of them. Let's grab 4 copper. And I believe that should be enough. So, gotta decide where these lanterns are gonna go. And this is sort of a bit of a happy accident here, because I don't mind the placement of the lanterns where they are at the moment on the left side. So if we can replicate that, maybe that would be enough. Is that the right spot? It doesn't look like it. I think it needs to be maybe there. Is that the right spot? I actually don't know. Maybe I should count. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. That's... yeah, up here, I think. Let's try that again. So 1, 2, 3. So in that corner there. Yeah, okay, so that is symmetrical, I believe. Again, the whole issue with the stone sort of clipping through is... I guess I can't really do too much about that. So how do we feel about this? I mean, this looks pretty good. Alternatively, we could have some lanterns just sitting up here. Might need to freeform it a little bit. That doesn't look too bad. A little bit darker in the corners, but I can live with that. But yeah, I think maybe we do need a couple more lanterns in these spots here. So I might leave those up there, because I think it's providing the most amount of light from the position that it's in. But we'll need to try and find a couple more lanterns, so maybe that's a good excuse for us to just go back out to the Mistlands and explore a little bit more. Not sure if we'll do that immediately though, because I feel like I want to try and get the kitchen and sort of the dining area set up properly. So I've got ingredients for the long table already, so we could get that in. And yeah, okay. This table is actually really, really big. Maybe we need to give it a little bit more space even. Because I don't want it blocking the door either. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. And maybe I don't need to fuss too much over the placement of the prep table, and I can literally just leave it in this spot. So I've got an idea as well here, guys, now that I'm sort of thinking about this, but we could have an ingredients like shelf over here sitting right behind the food prep table, and that way it would make sense to get all your ingredients here and start prepping in this space. And then, as I mentioned before, we've got these flatter surfaces here to start thinking about other pieces of furniture that we would use to store prepared food. I think that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get these rugs in, but I don't want them to look too tidy, you know, like, I think that looks fine. We just get a whole bunch of chairs and stuff. We do need these long, like, benches. And we'll have these long benches in the center, obviously. And if I'm not mistaken, we really should be making the darkwood chairs. So apparently I don't have any nails and hides. How did that happen? I guess maybe I've sort of been interchanging a lot of the materials that I've been using for various things. Oh yes, we could get like barrels in as well. Place some barrels in this space just to make it look a little nicer. Like a real kitchen. I mean, this dining table and kitchen is not the most royal looking, is it? Like, and I wish we had a little bit more space for like a proper dining room separate to the kitchen, but I don't think we can really afford that at the moment, not unless we spend hours and hours building one. Alright, so do I want to go with the chairs first? Yeah, I think so. Let's try and fix up the chairs. And then after that, we're gonna fix up the pantry and storage chests. So we're missing nails and we're missing deer hides. Don't really have a lot of nails to use. Just checking on what we have. I'm gonna need at least like a couple more batches of nails. I think one bar makes us 10, if I'm not mistaken. So this should give us 4 chairs. And then I need some lox hides. I'm just thinking about why I have the leather scraps on me and where that's from, but I guess if I really needed to come back to stuff, then I can always just grab all of the materials anyway. It's not really a big issue. Oh, actually, these need deer hides. My bad. Not lox hides. So yeah, that should be enough. So let's do what we can. Come to think of it, I probably need a couple more chairs than what our ingredients or materials allow. So yeah, I would like another 10 nails. And we've got enough of the hides. Yeah, we're getting there. Actually, we just need the one, don't we? We're getting there, we just need... actually, fine wood. We might need some fine wood as well. Another 4 pieces. And I may as well stash our spare nails there. I don't really think I really need that. Right, and, you know, now that I think about it, I think I know why we had so many nails. We probably need all of those nails for the item stands, don't we? But come to think of it, we might not need item stands except for, you know, maybe the tankards and stuff. Because using the, what you call these? The serving tray. I think using the serving tray and just some food, you should be able to just place things down onto the table without having to worry about having an item stand on there. So I'll leave the table empty for now because I think the first things that we need to get onto the table would be some bigger dishes like the feasts. So we'll do that eventually, but let's not jump ahead of ourselves here. Let's do the bespoke pieces of furniture before we do anything else, and we'll get that storage in. So I'll need, oh, I've got some wood on me right now. Maybe I could just use that initially. So I think we'll start with the sides here. And really, I just want to try and do the same thing that we did last time with our storage. And I'm just sort of hoping that I'll be able to actually achieve it. Yeah, well, here goes nothing. I think what we want is a double layer like that with the front sort of poking out to the front a little bit more. And then we want that attaching to the top. Yeah, looks good. And we want to repeat that process. Yep. Okay, looks good. And just get this in like that. I'm just trying to remember what we had last time. I think... Did we not use the bottom section? Yeah, a bit tricky here. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what I want as I'm going. I feel like I need a better angle here. Try and see what I'm doing. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. I may need to review exactly how the old pieces of furniture looked. Because if I remember correctly, we only had like 2 tiers, right? So I've created 3 tiers this time. But even though we had 2 tiers last time, it felt quite tall, so... yeah, I'm a bit confused. Anyway. I could always, like, put an additional chest, and that way we'll have room for even more ingredients if we need it, but... I don't really want to go that far. So... sort of want to replicate the same exact thing on this side. Can we do that, though? A good question. So the good thing, though, about having the storage sort of across from each other is that, you know, because they're not side by side anymore, even if one looks a little bit different from the other, it's not going to be so obvious. Right, alright, so it wasn't too difficult. Just need to finish everything off. That's actually maybe a little bit better. I think maybe I didn't really get the angle right on this first one, so I might fix that in a second. Yeah, that looks good. Can we make things fancier in some way, shape or form? Possibly. Possibly. I do want to experiment a little bit. Yeah, so that's what we want, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Okay. Right. So yeah, if we do want to play around with aesthetics, then we better do that now before we get any of the actual chests back in. And speaking of aesthetics, I did say that we're going to decorate this wall here where the door is, so we'll definitely do that this episode as well. But I'm sort of thinking, can we add like some embellishments, like, you know, some dark wood to these corners, for instance, right? Like, I think that might look cool. But then it might like thicken up the entire piece as well, which I don't know if we really want that, but can play around with it. Let's grab some more tar. And I do need a meal. We'll do that in a sec. I don't know. I reckon that looks kind of interesting. What if we added like a beam across that way? Is that too much? Possibly. I'm gonna see if I can grab some ash wood. Actually, it might not be a bad idea to have a sleep. Just start doing more work when we've got a little bit more light. I think we're getting there, though. In terms of functionality, I think as soon as we move all of our chests back, we should be good. Oh, sorry, I did want to pick up some ash wood. And I just wanted to see whether or not it's worth adding some dividers and stuff just to make this thing look a little nicer, you know? Yeah, so if I added like a divider there, that'll give it a bit of character. I don't think that looks too bad. Is the dark wood the right choice, though? Because what I could do is I could replace the dark wood with ash wood. And have ash wood poles instead. That could work. I think the dark wood is better. So the problem with ash wood I find is that it tends to darken the room quite a bit, and everything tends to sort of blend together a little bit more. Wondering if I can push this piece back a little bit. Like so. And then we have this sort of sitting there. Just so that it doesn't protrude too much, you know? That all looks alright, actually. I wonder if we're using too much wood, though, and whether or not there's a better way of doing it. Yeah, just doing a whole bunch of experimentation here, guys. It's, we may as well get all of this sort of out of the way and we settle with what we like before we get any of that furniture back in, or any of the chests back in. Maybe I should let it snap to that. Maybe. Although I haven't exactly changed too much there, have I? Let me use the top to see if we can freeform this position. No. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe replacing the side walls with just dark wood, but now that I'm looking at the aesthetic, probably doesn't look as nice. So maybe you don't really want to do that. Let's cover this up before we do anything else, because if I accidentally take one of the metal holes down, we will be in big trouble. What? What? How? How did this happen? I think maybe one of our eggs may have fallen outside. And I've forgotten to, like, throw it back inside, maybe? When I was arranging all of the eggs. Yeah, we've got a lot of chooks. And in no time, we're going to have a lot of chook meat as well to try and use. Okay, let's fix this up. And I don't know what I should settle with. Yeah, it's a bloody shame that you don't have, like, all of the same shapes that you would get for normal pieces of wood for things like the dark wood poles, for instance. Because you can do that with ash wood, so I don't know why it's impossible with dark wood, to be honest, but anyway. Do we add anything else, like maybe something like that, for instance? Or is that too much? Plain wood. Doesn't look too bad. Are we satisfied with this? Maybe. I don't sound convinced. The other thing that I was sort of thinking about is whether or not I could have space for, you know, decorations. So, for example, you know, if we have spare tankards and stuff like that, we could sort of place them here. We could even put, you know, additional foods and maybe even potions and stuff like that that would make sense in some of these shelves. So that's sort of what I was thinking. But if that's what we want, perhaps maybe I've wasted some of the space by, you know, trying to decorate a little bit, like the bottom section, for instance. I kind of like it though, so maybe we'll leave that like so. And we have to sort of make some decisions on how we're going to store stuff. So I do like having the black metal chest because there's just so much that we can fit into it. But I don't like the color though. Why does it have to be like dark green? Yeah. Look, we'll utilize these black metal chests. I'm okay with that. I just would prefer if they were a different color. Anyway, I need to juggle a few things around, so let me just throw all of this down including that, and the vineberry clusters. Yeah, I guess I can just store these ingredients. Sorry, guys, I'm just having a think once more. Ideally, I would like to see both sides look symmetrical and have both have like black metal chests on one side, like at least one black metal chest there, one black metal chest there, and then a normal chest on the top of it. But I'm sort of thinking maybe we can't exactly do that. Maybe it's better if we just... Sorry, I'm just getting confused with my own thoughts here, guys. I'm sort of thinking that if I wanted to make one side a pantry with foods that are already completed, and I want to store them in black metal chests, then, you know, only one side is going to have the black metal, and then the other side's going to have the these chests, the reinforced chest. But maybe it's time for us to just not worry about using reinforced chests. Maybe we just need black metal chests all around. And if that's the case, I'm going to need to make another 3. Which I don't think is impossible for us to do. Yeah. Alright. Let's do an upgrade then. And what else do we need? Tar and wood. I think we do have a bit of tar down there, but maybe we just bring some more. So, what is it? I think it might be just 6 tar. It's 2 each, right? 10 wood. I guess I can steal from here as well. Oh no, we don't have normal wood here. Okay. Oh, okay, this is a problem. This is a problem, yeah, okay. Now I'm thinking back to how we got the black metal chests in. We didn't actually put it inside of the pieces of furniture that we had before. Most likely because they just simply couldn't fit. Actually don't have any wood. There we go. I guess they could fit. We just sort of need to get the right angle almost. So maybe what we need to do is we need to actually get the chests in first. like that. And then we need to put like our decorations after. Yeah, because that'll cover things up. Guys, I'm having second thoughts. I really don't like the look of the green here. And yes, you know, functionally, the black metal chests are better, but visually... Oh, our chick made it all the way up here. Yeah, we're gonna have a random chicken running about. And if we catch him next time, we'll try and butcher him. But we'll do that later, obviously, when it's a little bit more grown up. Because I'm not sure if we actually get any meat from it if it's still in the chick state. Yeah, my goodness, guys. Sorry, I know I'm taking quite a long time here on our storage, but I need to be happy with it, you know? So yeah, we're going to get the reinforced chests back in there, so we have enough, and then the plan is, when we do build the last piece of furniture here, we'll have another couple of tiers for it. And we'll be able to get more chests in there. So that's the idea, anyway. Right, let's maybe empty things out here, and we'll do what we need to do. We could be in a similar situation here where we might need to place the chest in first. Ooh, okay. Now this I did not count on. Yeah, alright. Now I understand why it felt like we had taller furniture. It's because these actually do demand a bit more height. So how did I manage to do that previously? All right. We can make it work. We can make it work. Actually, sorry, I do want to keep these pieces in, and I'll probably just, you know, like do the same thing that we've got going on over here. But this is where we want to start being a little bit more careful. So if we know that we're getting a chest in here and another one on the top, then we sort of need to plan for it, right? So So it's okay to do that temporarily, initially, and then I'm thinking what we want to do is we want to freeform a couple of wooden pieces just above it. Like that, and like that. And then we have the lip that comes out. I think I need a better angle. Okay. And this is where things might get a little messy, but we do want that to come up. And I suppose I should put the next chest up, and that should guide us on how high it needs to go. So let me put all of this stuff away first, and we go from there. Not quite. Yeah, I think we should be able to make it work from this angle. Yeah, there we go. It is slightly off, isn't it? Verger lantern's kind of in the way now. Yeah, I'll be happy with that, I think. So next, we just need to get the top completed. So if I do something like that, that's probably going to be a bit excessive. Like it'll leave a bit of a pocket on the top, so not exactly what I'm looking for. Probably want to maybe freeform once more. Yeah, that's coming out way too much. There. And... here's the real problem though. Like, how do I get this piece in and make it sort of flush almost with the other sides? Doesn't look too bad. And I think we might be able to tidy it up once we get the dark wood corners on. And it won't really be so obvious that it looks that rough. I sort of need to just be able to do the same thing here. Right. And then the top section, obviously we do want to make that a little nicer. Yeah, there's a bit of a challenge here. Trying to get the right angle. How much wood do I have? Okay, a little bit more. Make it work, I think. So... do that. And then... we do want those curves. Like that. Do the same thing on this side. Although that one's probably not as obvious. Oh lord, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to take all of this down as well. But we'll do that probably in the next episode. You know what? The top section looks a little weird, guys. I might actually remove the uppermost layer. I think it has no business being there. I think we just need to work on adding the sides, like so. Probably not even really that required, to be honest, but... Oh, hang on. What's going on there? There we go. Okay. And I think I did like having that piece there, so that still works. I think that looks all right. So we sort of have to replicate the same thing on the left side over here. And yeah, a bit more going on for the kitchen. Perhaps, maybe we could experiment with using black metal chests for the, like, the kitchen storage. But we'll have a play around. If I don't really like the look, we'll probably just use the reinforced chests, to be honest. And I'm okay with not having as much storage as I could. It doesn't really bother me too much. Probably don't need that. Wood, yeah, we'll keep the wood in here. Okay, goodness me. That was a lot of work, toing and froing and umming and ahhing, but I think I'm happy with what I'm seeing here, so we just need to replicate that, and once that's done, we'll work on the kitchen storage. Well, the actual... yeah. I would say maybe this is dining room storage, or dining room and kitchen storage is basically the same thing, to be honest, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think this is where we'll call it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Apologies for possibly a bit of a frustrating episode here, because I'm sort of changing my mind constantly, but it had to happen. It had to sort of happen naturally. Anyway, chuck us a like if you enjoyed it, a dislike if you didn't, otherwise stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.